It has been a crazy ride. Actually, in the last hour or so, we have seen the market go all the way to where it was down over 6%, and it has since clawed its way back a little bit from that. In fact, let's refresh. We're still down 3.89. This number, we were at 3,150,000,000,000. So we've clawed back about 30 billion in market cap in the last hour or so. Overall, let's talk about why the crypto market is down. And what are we going to see from here? We've seen Bitcoin go to 89,260, and again has clawed its way back from that a little bit, and it's currently, as of the recording, at 92,000. So what is transpiring? Well, look, there is a number that the people watching the market were afraid of, and that was if we passed on the market capitalization 3,200,000,000,000, which we have in fact done that, and that fear around that might spark a run down. Okay, so there is that kind of at play. But I think the more prevalent scenario here that playing out is right here, is the overall continuing narrative, continuing lingering effect, continuing dialogue. Yes, I'm going to say a bad word, and that is inflation. And that is the fear around that. And it just continues to be a plague, if you will, on crypto. And it is the same thing that we've been dealing with. We could see Bitcoin go below 80,000. If that happens, hey, I am not leaving. I am buying more. In fact, I was going to buy some more at 89,000 today, and I just didn't get my money moved in time. And it's since bounced back up to 92. I'm waiting for a price to move down here to buy some additional major assets like Bitcoin, XRP, so forth. But we'll see how that plays out. All right. So it's the continued, again, plague. It's the word I'm using. Lingering effect of all of the factors around the inflation scenario. We had a strong U.S. payroll data come out. That was on January 10th. Okay. We've already talked about that. We got a major shock with a 256,000 increase in non-farm payrolls, surpassing very much the forecast of what that was. That was unexpected. That almost really kind of crashed the entire stock market at that time. We had the Dow down 700 to 1,000 points on that given day. The NASDAQ was down 400 plus. Right now, as of the recording here, let me refresh this. Let's see what's going on the Wall Street side. NASDAQ's down. You guys can see that. Let me move the picture of me. NASDAQ is down 213, 220. Dow is up 150. So we've got a mixed bag on Wall Street. So it continues to be, again, the scenario 2025 rate cuts fizzle the expectation. We're not going to get those rate cuts. It continues to be the inflation narrative that is prevalent and is creating fear and uncertainty. That's it. Believe me, I spent about 45 minutes to an hour this morning looking for, okay, is there anything that I'm not looking at? Is there anything I'm not seeing as far as why the crypto market has moved down, why we saw Bitcoin flash down to 89,000, why we've seen everything else down? And that really, it comes back to the continuing Federal Reserve. What are they going to do? Are they going to cut interest rates or not? Things like this. So this is part of it too. Here I highlighted in the orange. So the fear is that the Federal Reserve is going to keep the base interest rate higher for longer. Okay. That's the overarching fear. So right here in the orange, higher interest rates increase the opportunity cost of holding yield-bearing assets like the U.S. Treasury. Okay, U.S. Treasury. In turn, traders' appetite for riskier assets like crypto and stocks decline. So what that means is that if you're in an environment where the Federal Reserve continues to hold that base interest rate higher for a longer period of time, which they are kind of signaling they are going to, then a lot of capital money flows into lower risk assets like the U.S. Treasury bonds. In turn, traders don't want to put money into like crypto or stocks, and they tend to decline. That's part of the underpinning here of what is going on. Okay. So again, a mixed bag, but ultimately it comes back to, again, inflation and all of the fun that we have been dealing with now for years in this. Am I worried that the crypto market's going to crash? No. And do I think that the crypto market is going to continue to move down? It's quite possible we'll see that again, continuing this kind of landscape look, if you will. But I will always bring you back to, it's going to be interesting to see. Today is January 13th. We are 7 days away from Trump taking office. And that one thing right there, whether you like Trump, don't do, whatever your feelings about him, if you're talking about crypto, that one single event of him being put into office with the new policies and everything he's going to do could be enough to wipe the slate clean for the short to midterm and give us a really great Q1, first quarter, of 2025. So right now we have to kind of tread water, if you will, and just see how it goes. But if we continue to see the market move down, I'm definitely stepping in and buying. That's where I'm at. I'm not going anywhere, All right. So with that, I appreciate you. I'll see you. Bye.